My sister posted a photo on Instagram 3 days after I lost my job. The caption read, "Finally cut off the dead weight." She added a little nail polish emoji and a laughing face. Within an hour, it had 200 likes. My mom commented, "Proud of you, sweetie." I sat in my apartment and stared at the screen. I didn't comment. I didn't call. I just saved the screenshot. 3 days later, I walked into her office for the first time. Her boss smiled and extended his hand. "Good morning, CEO. Welcome to Vantage Dynamics." My sister was sitting 15 feet away. Her face went white. "Want to know how the unemployed loser became her boss? Stay with me. The receipts are coming. And real quick, drop a comment with your city and what time it is where you are. Hit that subscribe button too. You are going to want to see how this plays out." Let me rewind. Growing up, my sister was the golden child. She was louder, prettier, always the center of every family photo. I was the quiet one, the one who studied alone in my room while she got toasted at dinner. I worked my way through night school to get my MBA. 14-hour days. Weekends in the library. I wanted to prove I could do it. I had a mentor, someone I will call Jay, who ran one of the most respected firms in our industry. He told me once, "You are ready for the corner office." I kept every email he ever sent me, every term sheet, every signed NDA. I have always been that way. I save everything. While I was grinding my way from analyst to VP of strategy, my sister coasted into a mid-level marketing job at a buzzy startup. She posted every minor win. A free lunch from a client? Post. A shout-out in a meeting? Post. My parents framed her Instagram milestones. When I made VP, my mom asked if that meant I could finally take a vacation. She did not even know what the title meant. My sister's highlight reel was champagne and rooftop bars. Mine was spreadsheets at 2 in the morning. I did not mind. I loved the work. But I did not know our lives were about to collide in the worst way possible. And then the best. 2 months ago, I got a letter from my firm. It was a mutual separation agreement. Standard for C-suite transitions. Bound by a non-disclosure clause for 72 hours. I read it twice. Then I smiled. I knew exactly what it meant. That same afternoon, before I could tell anyone, my sister posted. She took a screenshot of a generic layoff headline and captioned it, "Finally cut off the dead weight." She did not name me. She did not have to. The family group chat exploded within minutes. An hour later, my mom called. "You have always been the problem in this family. You need to pay back that loan and stop embarrassing us." The loan was $10,000. From 6 years ago, I had already paid it back in full. I tried to explain. She cut me off. "I do not want excuses. Pay us by the end of the month or do not come to Christmas." Then my sister got on the line. Her voice was dripping with pity. "Look, I feel bad for you. I can maybe talk to my boss and get you an entry-level coordinator role. But you would have to be humble about it." I paused. "Thanks," I said. "I will think about it." She sighed like she was doing me the biggest favor in the world. "Let me know by Monday. And maybe delete your LinkedIn. It is kind of embarrassing right now." Then she hung up. My phone did not stop. 47 unread messages by the end of the day. Old colleagues sending thoughts and prayers. Distant relatives forwarding job postings with passive-aggressive notes like, "Hope this helps." My dad Venmo requested me $200 for family dues. I had no idea what that even meant. My sister posted again the next morning. A selfie, full makeup, soft lighting. The caption said, "Sometimes you have to protect your peace." 2,000 likes. The comments were full of, "You deserve better, queen," and "Family is not always blood." I sat at my kitchen table with 2 pieces of paper in front of me. On the left, the separation agreement. On the right, the unsigned offer letter. CEO, Vantage Dynamics. Start date in 72 hours. I could not say a word. The NDA was clear. If I disclosed anything before the official announcement, the offer would be void. So I sat there in silence while my sister celebrated her version of the truth. For a moment, I wanted to burn it all down. But I waited. I had 72 hours to stay silent. She had 72 hours left to gloat. Monday morning, I opened the offer letter again. Not to sign it yet, just to look at it. The company logo was embossed at the top. Vantage Dynamics. The same startup where my sister worked. Title, Chief Executive Officer. Start date, Thursday. Reporting structure, Board of Directors. I took a screenshot and placed it next to the screenshot of her Instagram post. I saved both in a folder on my desktop. I labeled the folder Receipts. Then I picked up my phone and replied to her text from last week. Thanks for the offer, but I have got something lined up. Good luck with your boss. 3 dots appeared immediately. What do you mean? I turned off my read receipts. I did not reply. For the next 3 days, I went completely dark. No posts, no replies, no explanations. My sister sent 4 more messages. Hello? Are you serious? Do not be weird about this. Whatever. Your loss. I did not open any of them. I just waited. She thought I was bluffing. I was not bluffing. I was just letting the clock run out. Thursday was 2 days away, and she had no idea what was coming. My sister did not like being ignored. Tuesday afternoon, she posted again. This time it was a tearful selfie. The caption read, "It is hard when family lies to save face. Sending love to anyone dealing with toxic people." She tagged my old company. She did not say I was fired for cause, but she implied it. The comments section lit up. You are so brave. Cut them off, sis. They do not deserve you. Then things got worse. My mom somehow got my landlord's email and sent him a message claiming I could not pay rent. My landlord forwarded it to me with a question mark. I had to write back and clarify that I was fine, and that my mother had no authority to speak on my behalf. Then my dad called my mentor, Jay. He texted me an hour later. Your dad just called asking if there is any truth to the CEO thing. I did not confirm anything. But you need to move fast. My sister's friends started a whisper campaign on LinkedIn. Someone posted a vague story about people who fake references to get jobs they are not qualified for. I knew it was about me. 48 hours until the announcement. If I did not go public soon, the smear campaign might reach the board before I even started. She was about to find out the truth, and it was going to happen in front of everyone. Wednesday morning, I pulled the second receipt. It was the board resolution from Vantage Dynamics, dated 2 months earlier. It was the official document appointing me CEO pending transition. It included my separation agreement with my old firm, a non-compete waiver, and a personal recommendation letter from J.E., the outgoing CEO. The resolution was CC-ed to the entire executive team, including my sister's boss, the chief marketing officer. Then I found something else. My sister's personnel file was public on the company's internal portal. I should not have looked, but I did. 2 warnings for misrepresentation of scope. A performance improvement plan initiated last quarter, 3 weeks before her dead weight post. I read it twice. She was not the rising star she pretended to be. She was on thin ice, and she knew it. That is when it clicked. She was not celebrating my failure. She was projecting her own. The post was not about me. It was about her. Her fear, her debt, her image. But that did not make it okay. I closed the file. I saved everything to the receipts folder. And I knew exactly what I was going to do on Thursday. That afternoon, I got a message from a colleague. Someone I had worked with years ago who now worked at Vantage. Congrats on CEO. Excited to work with you again. Then they added, FYI, your sister has been telling people she is untouchable because her family has board connections. Just thought you should know. I stared at the screen. Board connections. She meant me. She had been using my name as a shield while tearing me down in public. The colleague sent one more line. Also, she apparently owes $18,000 on a Tesla she cannot afford. Missed 2 credit card payments last month. People talk. I sat back. $18,000. The designer bags. The leased car. The curated feed. It was all a facade. She had built her entire identity on being the successful one. And when I lost my job, she saw an opportunity. She could punch down, deflect from her own performance plan, protect her image. She was not cruel because she hated me. She was cruel because she was scared. But fear does not excuse cruelty. I closed the message. I did not reply. I just added the information to my mental file. I did not want revenge. I wanted the truth to do the work. And it was about to. Wednesday night, I sent 3 emails. The first was to the board. I would like to introduce myself to the team in person at headquarters on Thursday morning instead of over Zoom. I think it will be more meaningful. They replied in 10 minutes. Approved. See you at 9. The second email went to HR and legal. I CC'd both. There has been some external social media activity that may constitute a reputation risk to the company. I am flagging it now so you can review at your discretion. I have documentation if needed. I did not name my sister. I did not have to. The third message was a text to my parents. You will want to watch the company newsletter tomorrow morning. I was not fired. I was promoted. And you are going to see exactly where. Then I turned off my phone. I packed the receipts folder onto a USB drive. I printed 1 copy of the board resolution and slid it into a manila folder. I set my alarm for 6, and I went to bed. No yelling, no drama, no revenge fantasy. Just a plan. Walk in. Let the truth land, and let her sit with it. Thursday morning, I walked into her office. As her boss, 9 in the morning, Vantage Dynamics headquarters. The all-hands meeting room was packed. Probably 100 people. Engineers, marketers, sales, support. My sister was sitting in the 3rd row, scrolling on her phone. She had no idea. The chief marketing officer stepped up to the microphone. Good morning, everyone. Today is a big day for Vantage. We are thrilled to introduce someone many of you have heard about over the past few months. My sister glanced up. Still scrolling. Please welcome our new Chief Executive Officer. I walked in from the side door. My sister looked up. Her entire face drained. The phone slipped in her hand. I watched her mouth open slightly. Then close. She looked at the CMO, then back at me. She did not move. The CMO continued. Many of you know their work from their previous firm. We are incredibly lucky to have them leading us into our next chapter. Applause filled the room. I walked to the front and took the microphone. I kept my voice calm, professional. Thank you. I am excited to be here and to build something meaningful with all of you. I paused. Transparency and integrity are non-negotiable for me. If anyone has questions about my background, or if you have heard any rumors, my door is always open. Let us lead with facts. I did not look at my sister. I did not have to. After the meeting, the CMO pulled me aside in the hallway. We need to talk about a social media issue involving someone on the marketing team. Your sister, actually. I handed him the manila folder. Inside were the screenshots, the timeline, the board resolution, her performance improvement plan. He flipped through it once. Then he nodded. We will handle this internally. Thank you for bringing it forward quietly and professionally. I nodded back. I trust you will do what is right. He shook my hand. As I walked back toward my new office, I saw my sister standing by the door. An HR assistant was next to her. Hey, do you have a few minutes for a 10 o'clock check-in? My sister nodded. She did not look at me. She just followed the assistant down the hall. My sister was placed on formal leave pending review. She did not lose her job. Not right away. But she was removed from all client-facing work and required to complete ethics training. Her Instagram posts were quietly deleted. By her, not by the company. She stopped posting altogether for a while. 2 days later, my parents called. There was a long silence on the line. Then my dad said, "Why did you not tell us?" I took a breath. You did not ask. You assumed. Another silence. My mom said, "We thought..." I know what you thought, I said. But you did not check. You just believed her version. They did not apologize. But the Venmo request stopped. So did the group chat lectures. I told them I would come to Christmas if I felt like it. But I was not making promises. They said okay. It was not reconciliation. But it was a boundary. 3 months later, my sister sent me an email. 2 lines. I am sorry. I was drowning and I took it out on you. I read it twice. I did not reply right away. But a week later, I forwarded her the name of a financial coach I trusted. No message. Just the contact info. She wrote back. Thank you. That was it. We were not close. We probably never would be. But we were not at war anymore either. 6 months into the job, I launched a leadership scholarship. It was for first-generation professionals who had been overlooked. People who worked in silence, who saved every receipt, who did not get celebrated at family dinners. The application had one question. Tell us about a time no one believed in you. The first recipient reminded me of myself. Quiet, capable, hungry. I handed them the check myself. As for my sister, she is still at the company. Quieter now. No more highlight reels. We pass each other in the hallway sometimes. We nod. It is enough. I did not need her to fall. I just needed her to stop. And I needed my family to see me, not as the problem, not as the backup plan, as someone who did the work, who earned the title, who kept the receipts. Sometimes the best revenge is not revenge at all. It is just becoming exactly who they said you would never be. So here is my question for you. Have you ever been underestimated by your own family? What did you do? Drop your story in the comments. I read every single one, and if this one hit home, go ahead and subscribe. There are more stories like this coming. One last thing, this is a fictionalized dramatization for entertainment purposes, not legal or financial advice, but the lesson is real. Keep your receipts, set your boundaries, and never let someone else write your story. I will see you in the next one.